O my well-beloved daughter of the kingdom, the letter thou hadst written to Dr. Esselmont was forwarded by him to the land of desire, the Holy Land. I read it all through with the greatest attention. On the one hand, I was deeply touched, for thou hadst sheared off those fair tresses of thine with the shears of detachment from this world and of self-sacrifice in the path of the kingdom of God. And on the other, I was greatly pleased, for that dearly beloved daughter hath evinced so great a spirit of self-sacrifice as to offer up so precious a part of her body in the pathway of the cause of God. Hadst thou sought my opinion, I would in no wise have consented that thou shouldst shear off even a single thread of thy comely and wavely locks. Nay, I myself would have contributed in thy name for the Mashriq al-Ashkar. This deed of thine is, however, an eloquent testimony to thy noble spirit of self-sacrifice. Thou hast verily sacrificed thy life, and great will be the spiritual results thou shalt obtain. Rest thou confident that day by day thou shalt progress and wax greater in firmness and in constancy. The bounties of Baha'u'llah shall compass thee about, and the joyful tidings from on high shall time and again be imparted unto thee. And though it be thine hair that thou hast sacrificed, yet thou shalt be filled with the Spirit. And though it be this perishable member of thy body which thou hast laid down in the path of God, yet thou shalt find the divine gift, shalt behold the celestial beauty, obtain imperishable glory, and attain unto everlasting life. O ye blessed souls, the letter ye had written to Rahmatullah hath been perused. Many and various were the joyful tidings it conveyed, namely that through the power of faith and constancy in the covenant, numerous gatherings have been convened, and the loved ones are everywhere astir and active. Abdu'l-Baha's ardent desire hath ever been that the soil of that hallowed spot, which in the earliest days of the cause hath been refreshed and made verdant with the spring showers of grace, may so bloom and blossom as to fill every heart with joy. Praise be the Lord, the cause of God hath been proclaimed and promoted throughout the East and the West in such wise that no mind had ever conceived that the sweet savours of the Lord would so rapidly perfume all regions. This verily is only through the consummate bounties of the ever-blessed beauty, whose grace and whose triumphing power are time and again abundantly received. Oh, one of the wondrous events that has of late come to pass is this, that the edifice of the Mashriq al-Ashkar is being raised in the very heart of the American continent, and numerous souls from the surrounding regions are contributing for the erection of this holy temple. Among these is a highly esteemed lady of the city of Manchester, who has been moved to offer her share. Having no portion of goods and earthly riches, she sheared off with her own hands the fine, long, and precious tresses that adorn her head so gracefully, and offered them for sale, that the price thereof might promote the cause of the Mashriq al-Ashkar. Consider ye, that though in the eyes of women nothing is more precious than rich and flowing locks, yet notwithstanding this, that highly honoured lady hath evinced so rare and beautiful a spirit of self-sacrifice. And though this was uncalled for, and Abdu'l-Baha would not have consented to such a deed, yet as it doth reveal so high and noble a spirit of devotion, he was deeply touched thereby. Precious though the hair be in the sight of Western women, nay, more precious than life itself, yet she offered it up as a sacrifice for the cause of the Mashriq al-Ashkar. It is related that once, in the days of the Apostle of God, he signified his desire that an army should advance in a certain direction, and leave was granted unto the faithful to raise contributions for the holy war. Among many was one man who gave 1,000 camels, each laden with corn, another who gave half his substance, and still another who offered all that he had. But a woman, stricken in years, whose sole possession was a handful of dates, came to the apostle and laid at his feet her humble contribution. Thereupon the prophet of God, may my life be offered up as a sacrifice unto him, bade that this handful of dates be placed over and above all the contributions that had been gathered. Thus asserting the merit and superiority thereof over all the rest. This was done because that elderly woman had no other earthly possessions but these. And in like manner, this esteemed lady had nothing else to contribute but her precious locks, and these she gloriously sacrificed in the cause of the Mashriq al-Ashkar. Ponder and reflect how mighty and potent hath the cause of God become. A woman of the West hath given her hair for the glory of the Mashriq al-Ashkar. Nay, this is but a lesson unto them that perceive. In conclusion, I am greatly pleased with the loved ones in Najaf Abad, for from the very early dawn of the cause unto this day they have one and all, under all conditions, evinced a great spirit of self-sacrifice. Zainul Magharibin hath throughout his lifetime prayed with all the sincerity of a stainless soul on behalf of the believers in Najaf Abad, and implored for them the grace of God and his divine confirmations. The Lord be praised that the prayers of this gracious soul have been answered, for the effects thereof are everywhere manifest.